YouTube. So um, I wanted to talk about a topic that's really close to mine. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the spirit's world. And before I'm going to talk about it, I wanted to say that if you have not been aware about me leaving Spotify and all digital stores, that's because I decided not to work with music distribution no more because of the situation with all the distributors out there. And basically, it's just, making things more complicated. So I have decided to make this on my own, and I will post later my website. So I uploaded all songs in my website, and there will be greeting cards and my new ebook. That's a literary songbook, lyrics book about all the lyrics of the songs, those who were released in the past and those that are not released yet. So that's about it. And now I'm going to talk about the spirit's world. So I am a very spiritual person, and I sense energies, and I sense energies of dead people. And I think that the spirit's world is not something that is odd to me. I'm not sure if that is something from childhood, but I was told from a childhood friend that he told me that I said to him once at the age of 5, we were 5 both of us, and he told me that I said once at the age of 5 that I know what death is. So I wasn't aware of it. I didn't remember this, and I was like, what? Are you kidding me, or is it true? And he said, yeah, I remember this because you told me about that at the age of 5, and it was like very, very weird, and I can't forget about it. So that's really funny. So anyhow, I'm going to talk about what's going on right now in my life, and then I'm going to talk about uh, things that happened to me regarding the spirits world at the past years. I think, like, let me think, around more than 10 years. More than 10 years. So right now, I am going through a weird time, I guess. I'm feeling like there is some kind of like ending and some kind of new beginning. And I love endings. I am a freak of endings. Not in a way of death, but I really like endings, if you know what I mean. So, I'm working as a secretary, okay, in this office. Never mind. But, well, I'm opening the office. I'm arriving earlier than other people. And I'm opening the office, and I'm just settling in. And around I think a month and a half ago, yeah, for the past month and a half, I'm experiencing this flickering lights, okay, over me. So, like, let's say like this lamp, okay, so a lamp flickering, and let put it that way, like a disco, okay, like flickering lights, like a disco. So each morning, um, and I'm used to it because it's not the first time that it's happening, okay? So flickering lights, disco, the lamp is okay, the light is not over, and everything's fine, okay? So flickering lights. And everywhere I go, not just at the office. Um, let's say I'm alone right now, and an hour an hour ago, I went to one of the rooms, and again, flickering lights, and the light is off. Okay, like the light could like go on and off, and then it pass, and moments pass, and then again light, and then goes off. So um, I know that this is like someone who passed, and I'm not sure if that's my grandmother, but I know it's someone that passed away. And well, if I'm gonna tell you about like 10 years ago, maybe no, since 2012, okay? My grandfather died at 2010, sorry, 2010. And when he died, at the night that he died, I felt like I went to bed, okay? It's night, I went to bed, and the night that he died, I felt like this energy, electric energy, in the whole, like streaming in the whole of my body. And I can't really move, and I'm feeling there's an external energy that comes within my heart and goes out, within my heart and goes out, and then spreading to all of my lungs and then goes out. And I'm like, wow, this is grandpa. So, and I remember, um, well, this is after his passing, okay? So I remember playing the drums in my room, and there is like disco flickering lights, like non-stop while I'm playing. And I was like, wow, okay, this is my grandfather. And I remember I'm playing the guitar, and all of a sudden I'm smelling this really, really tough smell I think it was how do you say it? Like um, something from the guitar. I don't know how to describe it. That really reminded me of my grandfather. So yeah, and wow, I had experienced with electric things also, not just the flickering lights. And I remember a few years ago, it was every night that I had like this thing. Each night, I'm watching TV. I'm going downstairs to make tea, and then going back to my room, watching TV and drinking the tea. Okay, and then all of a sudden, while I was going downstairs, and then when I was back to my room, I saw that the TV is on the same channel that was switched to this game. It called Ego Channel. I think it's in the United States. The Ego Channel. It's a channel that streams. It's I think it's a poker. Yeah, it was a poker game, and all of the actors are men, no women, men playing poker. And each night I was going through the same thing. I'm going downstairs to make a tea, and then I'm going back to my room, and saw that channel switched to this, I don't know, this game, Ego Channel poker game. So after a few years, I'm trying to remember something that I forgot. My grandpa and my grandmother, they were playing poker every Thursday, I think, when I was a child. And it was really, really strong and, very overwhelming. And I remember that I told this thing that happened to me to my friend, and I'm saying to her, listen, I want this message with electric thing, like written, and not just switching to the same channel. I want more. And the day after I told her that, I got my song Save Me from the recording studio. It was ready. And I'm listening to it and I'm just like, oh, this is great. And I forgot about it. I went downstairs to make a tea again. And then I'm coming back to my room and all of a sudden this song plays by itself and I turned it off and I went out of this, the file and everything. It could not do this by itself. And I remember that I had a few years that I had this thing. I'm in my computer, okay? I'm just working my computer, and then all of a sudden I have this. It's not flickering. It's like the screen is. Let's say flickering, okay? Like everything is very twisted in the screen, and everything is not readable, and it's just going on and off like that. And it was very weird. And I remember that when every night I went through the same channel, switching by its own in my TV, we ordered the cable guy to just, to switch to another streamer, and then it did not work. It just, the same thing happened over and over again. And then I remember that I told him, the cable guy, listen, I think it's just happening because my grandpa's here. He's dead. And he was so scared. Then he went off and running from the house and said, okay, I'm not coming back. And then he ran. I frightened him so much. And my mother said, you're crazy. What are you doing? You're frightening the kid. He was just a young boy. I don't know, like 20 or 20 something. And I was telling her, but that's the truth. He's dead. He's just, going on and off with my TV, and he's just playing with it. So what else, And I remember that I had another thing that every time that I went to my room and decided to clean the room, then there was this black liquor that was, black liquid that's, coming out of the room from the desk. Black liquid just, dropping and just going off and out from the room. And I was like, what is it, man? I just don't know what is it. Why is it happening? And it happened, I think, around a month or 2 months, and then it stopped. So I always have messages from spirits, even if I knew them and even if I'm not. I had this one time that I'm in the train and I'm sitting, and no one is sitting around me, just like me. And all of a sudden I'm feeling like this deep, heavy feeling of sadness and loss. And I'm just like looking, straight. And there's no one sitting in front of me. And I'm just looking and I'm feeling like there's a spirit of a man that's really, really, really sad, in depression, and he's dead. And I need to go out because I arrived to my station, and I'm still feeling the same thing, like heavy feeling of someone that's really depressed and he died, and I'm feeling that he took his life. And I'm walking to Azrieli. It was when I worked in Azrieli. So there's this bridge to go into the Azrieli Mall. So I'm walking at the bridge and I'm still feeling him. And all of a sudden when I'm entering, I'm coming at the entrance of the Azrieli Mall, all of a sudden I feel him gone. And I said, okay, I think that he jumped from there, or maybe something happened around this area that he took his life. And I'm not really sure if something happened there while I was alive. Maybe it was like a few back years ago. I don't know how many, but I felt someone that took his life, and he couldn't enter with me. Like there's something that's blocking his energy and he can't move towards the mall. So his spirit is just there. And that's, I don't know, that's something that was happening to me also. Well, I have a lot of issues with this thing in the spirit world. It's not that I'm seeing the spirit, I just feel the energy. I feel the energy, and there are basically telling me, hello, I'm here, with flickering lights, with electronics stuff, and even if it's with liquid, but it was, wow, it was this one time. And let me tell you this, when a spirit does something in this world, in the physical world, like flickering lights and playing with, and TV or your computer, whatever it is, it means that they have to make a lot of effort to do that. And if they're doing that, it means that they really, really, really want to. And they're not doing that just because. They are doing that to people that can sense them. It's not just a person. It's a person that is really, really sensitive and that knows how the world works. So not a lot of people are sensitive to things that are not really here in the physical. You know what I mean? So this is my story about the spirits world. And if you have also experienced something, I would like to get to know your story and tell us in the comments. Yeah, so I hope that you will enjoy my music in my new website. Don't look up for me on Spotify or whatever, just on YouTube. You can still listen to my music on YouTube, but website. I'm gonna really, really appreciate it if you would support me and buy my music from my website itself. So I will put the link down below, and I will really, really be happy if you can tell something about your experience in life. I don't know, if you want to share, making it comments below. So have a great day, and bye for now.